Johanna Richardsson. She works at her own consultancy company, Bilburry Consulting, where she focuses on organizational development and corporate social responsibility. She conducts audit and she writes reports and has extensive knowledge of ISO 26000, which is the ISO for sustainable development and social responsibility. And I've had the pleasure to work with Johanna during these couple of weeks and months. And I would say that she's the most dedicated, loyal coworker and friend, and she's always ready with a helping hand. So please welcome Johanna. Let's see if you are here. Yes, you are. We cannot hear you yet because you are muted, but I think.
Hi.
Hi. Yes. So, Johanna, welcome, and please give us an introduction. Introduce yourself, who you are, and so on.
Of course, yes. Thank you. I was rather moved, actually. I'm like, oh, thank you. Well, I have so many things I've thought of hearing you guys talk, and I thought that Per had this wonderful way of imitating you, Eva. That was rather funny to me. And also another thing is trying to be trustworthy when you have this hat on. That is something I have to work on and loosen up. So I'll practice a bit. And also I want to say to Sarah, because when I heard the Lion King, actually I wake up my son with a Lion King theme every morning. He's 11, preteen, and that's the only way. Otherwise I have to do like this like 1,000 times. So that's a little bit of sustainability for me, like not being stressed out when you walk out the door. The Lion King works. Yeah, so I work as a consultant, and I've been working with CSR for about 10 years in different settings, but quite a lot within construction. And just recently, I worked in a global NGO. And as Eva mentioned, I've also been doing audits. So, for instance, I've been to China to different sites, Swedish sites, and that experience to go with Eva's course. And now, at this moment, I'm writing a course about auditing and how to become a certified impact auditor. So connecting the dots is really what I'm doing right now.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And it's so lovely to see connecting the dots.
I just realized when I looked at myself. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Johanna, what are your dreams about the future? What do you see, and what do you visualize for yourself in the future?
Well, a little bit like Karina said there, I think it's super important that we put well-being high up on our agenda, and that we start with ourselves, and also not put our trust in our world leaders like we used to do. We have to do this by ourselves, the people. And I hope that it will come naturally to companies to do good things and look at their impact. But until then, I think they need a little bit of a nudge and certifications and verifications. But one day we might work with something else.
Yeah, that's right. So it is kind of it is like a pushing the companies forward with having the auditing and certifications in place.
Yeah, I truly like the word nudging, like you're actually helping out. And when you say that you're doing audits, people think that you're like a teacher coming to say what you did wrong and give you punishments, but it's rather seeing where you find the areas to improve, which will gain better business, of course. So
yeah,
it's
that's great. So Johanna, if you would like to give people who are thinking about or wanting to work with sustainability and making an impact in their company where they're at, or in their companies, whether consultancy firms and so on. What tips would you give them?
Well, of course, you take this course to begin with, because it really puts everything in one place. It really does. And if you do, or when you do, my tip is to keep all the reference material in your own document, because it's very useful. It's I've used it already for writing other things, and it will come in handy down the road. And as we said many times, you don't have to read it all in once. You could keep some. That's a tip. And I think you mentioned before, when you take the course, you could use the pilot on your company or the company you work for. So already there, you're doing good for the world by starting closest to you.
Yeah.
So it's not just a course in theory, you're actually starting the progress.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yes. And that's something you said is something important there, because you can do that for your own company as well. And that's what Anna has done, which we will listen to in shortly. So yeah, that's really great. And also about the reference material. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, and as you heard, the outcome for me from this is I get to work with Eva.
Oh, yeah. And that's wonderful, because you've shown that you know about the ISO 26000, and that's actually what is happening here in Sweden, that we are incorporating the SDGs into the ISO 26000, and that will be like a certification for companies, and possibility for companies to do a self-declaration on their sustainability work. And now Johanna is developing a course about how to become this impactful auditor. So I'm so happy you joined, and I'm so happy you are on board with me.
Thanks.
Yeah. So thank you, Johanna. And I would like to again bring a toast to you. Congratulations and good luck in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks.